Now it's time for us to dive into those top 5 rides at Islands of Adventure for solo travelers. Number 5 is The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. Although this was one of the first rides that originally debuted with the opening of the park, Spider-Man is still just as popular today as it was back in 1999. And on super busy days, you can see the line stretch beyond the indoor queue all the way outside, with guests taking up space in the back area of the attraction. Now, what to expect on this ride? On your trek, you'll become a journalist for the Daily Bugle, where you'll board the Scoop Machine, which are the ride vehicles that'll take you through all of the high-flying adventures with Spider-Man. Once you start your epic adventure, you'll find out that the Sinister Syndicate has stolen the Statue of Liberty by using the anti-gravity gun. It's now up to Spider-Man to save you and to restore this famous icon to New York. During the battle, you soar high in the sky, leaping across buildings and plunging 400 feet, hoping to be saved. And right in the nick of time, who saves you? Spider-Man. Along the way, you'll dodge some of Marvel's most famous villains, such as Dr. Octopus, Scream, Electro, Hydro Man, and the Hobgoblin. So why is Spider-Man perfect for solo travelers? Not only do you get to have your own single rider line, you get to feel immersed in the story while you're going on this venture and getting saved by the man himself. So I just got off the Spider-Man ride, and I love this ride on my solo trips. I mean, first of all, single rider line that goes so fast. And I just love this attraction. It makes you really feel like you're on this adventure and Spider-Man is really trying to save you. You have to do this on your solo trip to Islands of Adventure. Number 4 is the Incredible Hulk Coaster. Now it's time for us to pick up the pace and channel our inner comic book nerds. Let's go over what to expect on the Incredible Hulk roller coaster at Islands of Adventure. The story ride puts you in Bruce's position as you are exposed to gamma rays, and thus you're transformed into a Hulk-like creature as well. The highlight of the ride is the initial launch through the gamma ray tunnel that jumpstarts the thrill of this experience with the amazing effects, and we cannot forget the epic soundtrack that goes along with this roller coaster. That soundtrack adds all the feels and the vibe as you're rushing through a launch of 0 to 40 miles per hour in 2 seconds, a 0 G-roll, 2 corkscrews. Oh yeah, in that first drop, that's 105 feet. You will hit a top speed at 67 miles per hour during your journey with the Hulk. Now, why is it perfect for solo travelers? Solo riders will appreciate the single rider line for this attraction. Although you might miss out on the details of the queue and the story, it's an attraction at Universal Orlando Resort that you must do, and I highly recommend doing it at nighttime for a true experience that will take your breath away. Number 3 is Velocicoaster. Now, this Jurassic Park inspired roller coaster is wild, and I also like to say it's crazy, it's unpredictable, but at the end of the day, it's nothing but pure fun. And before you get on this unique roller coaster, you should know that it was designed by the Universal Orlando creative team and manufactured by Intamin. And just to give you a quick reminder about Intamin, they're the same manufacturer of Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbikes Adventure. This magnificent roller coaster was dubbed as Florida's fastest and tallest launch coaster with 4,700 feet of track, including near misses and a barrel roll right above the Islands of Adventure Lagoon, which is one of the scariest things I have ever experienced on a roller coaster. Let's go over what to expect on the Velocicoaster. You'll be happy to know that the same cast from the movies, Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, and B.D. Wong, are reprising their roles as Owen Grady, Claire Dearing, and Dr. Henry Wu. In the queue, you'll learn that Dr. Wu has created a cutting-edge new coaster that has been claimed as the newest carnivore expansion at Jurassic World. Unfortunately, this is not the most safest or sane idea to have raptors and humans locked in together. I don't know. That's just my opinion. So when you get ready to board, just know that you will drop 140 feet with a duration of 1 minute and 15 seconds, a height of 155 feet, 4 inversions, 17 miles per hour, 4,700 feet of track, a barrel roll over the lagoon. I have to put that back in there because it's scary. Now, why is Velocicoaster perfect for solo travelers? The effects and the animatronics are something to admire and appreciate. One of the biggest benefits of the Universal Orlando attractions is that single rider line. However, this line can hit capacity once it gets too busy, and they will no longer accept solo travelers for the single rider line, and you will have to wait in the queue. But what I have learned, that if that single rider line is out to the end, like right to the team member, just go in a regular queue, because that single rider line moves so slow. You're better off going in a regular queue and just waiting your standard 35, 40, 45 minutes, whatever it is, than waiting in a single rider queue, which can take longer than the regular queue. That's a pro tip. So I just got off a Velocicoaster. I gotta tell you that it's incredible. Words do not describe this ride. This ride is unpredictable. Whatever you think it is, it's not. I don't want to ruin too much for you, but I will say that twist over the water had me. It had you, girl. It was crazy. But, you know, we're going to get back to these tips because I just had to give you my first reaction. Amazing, incredible, spectacular, epic. This is something you have to get out here and do. Number 2, Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. This is one of the most exciting rides on property because it actually takes place in Hogwarts. Everybody's dream is to go to Hogwarts. Well, maybe I'm just speaking for myself. You get to see the iconic rooms like Dumbledore's office, the Gryffindor common room, and the Room of Requirement. Let's go over what you can expect on this ride. Although there's no clear storyline for this attraction, you basically live out all of your Hogwarts fantasies and experiences as you go through some of the most famous scenes from the film franchise. Why is it perfect for solo travelers? I mean, immersion, fantasy. What more can you ask for than to spend time with the boy who lived and all of his friends at Hogwarts? Traveling alone really takes the experience up a notch, and you're also given your own single rider line as well. However, this is one of the attractions at Universal that I actually love to go through the regular queue to see all of the set designs, all of the Hogwarts interacting moving portraits, because everything here, from the time you put your items in the locker to the time you walk off, is one of the best experiences you can have in any theme park. Number 1, Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. This attraction is a completely immersive experience that draws on the movie's most loved elements: Hagrid's clumsiness, Arthur Weasley's love for muggles, and then one of the best things is that you get to actually sit in a replica of Sirius's motorbike. How awesome is that? If you're a Harry Potter fan, it's like a dream come true. If you're not a Harry Potter fan, you're gonna think this is the most incredible, epic, amazing roller coaster that you've ever been on. Let's go over what you can expect on this ride. After you have gone through some lessons with Hagrid and Arthur Weasley, you race through the Forbidden Forest, meeting the Wizarding World's most dangerous creatures on the way. Universal considers this attraction to be a story coaster. And let me tell you, it's definitely a story coaster and more. It's everything that you want in an attraction today. And some of the things that I love about this ride is that it's not a short ride. It lasts about 3 minutes and 25 seconds. It is a still launch coaster. It has a height of 65 feet. It has a 17-foot free fall drop. It has 7 launches. It was also manufactured by Intamin. It has a track length of over 5,000 feet. It reaches speeds of 50 miles per hour. And it's just downright fun. So why is it perfect for solo travelers? This Islands of Adventure ride is probably one of the most perfect attractions to do because it's 2 riders per vehicle. One is a driver of the motorbike and one is riding in the sidecar. So it does mean that you have to be paired with someone you don't know, but that doesn't ruin the experience at all. The only thing I would say for this ride is that although it does offer a single rider line, you're gonna wanna go ahead and skip it unless the wait time is less than 30 minutes. Because that single rider line is torturous, there's nothing to look at, and it barely moves. So if the queue for Hagrid's ride is 45 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, hour and a half, 3 hours, whatever, just suck it up and wait in that regular queue because the single rider line is painful. Now there you have it, my top 5 rides for solo travelers going to Islands of Adventure. And until next time, happy park hopping hipsters.